blocks. Of course, we've got those matches, and we'll tell you how it works. So, of course, the champion right now is Sonata. Person that wins the
Yep.
G1 will challenge him at the Dome or whoever the
It's
IWGP champion is.
Oh, okay. I get you mean. Yeah.
It's a 32 participant field this year, four
Yep.
blocks, eight wrestlers each, 20-minute time limit this year, which will make for some interesting viewing. I might hope so.
Well, they had to do it because like it's now there's basically was it 6 or 8 matches per show basically.
Mhm.
So they had to rein that in, and I think it's for the best because like I think that 20 for New Japan works well. Like 20 for Stardom did not work well. Like the Grand Prix normally is 15, and then 2 years ago they went to 2021 they went to 20, but it felt anytime they went over 15 you were like, oh, they're going to time limit draw. You just knew it.
Mhm.
So I think 20 for New Japan works perfectly well. It adds in the drama the time limit. It lets them be able to actually utilize the draw more, possibly. And none of those matches, not many matches in the Grand Prix actually go over 25 anyway. So get in, get out, have your good match, cut down on whatever you need to do, and I think it kind of with the TV title stuff that they were trying to do at the beginning of the year, or still are trying to do, like, and they were talking about how they wanted faster matches, whatever else. I think this is going to help them have faster matches and like makes the card move faster, even though there's more matches on it. But like, I think there's going to be like maybe not as high of a floor, or sorry, high as a ceiling as it used to be on some of these G1s, but like I feel like the floor is going to be higher because like they're going to just be like, you know, get to it, straight to it. So I think that's for the best.
So it's going to start July 15th when the blocks are over. The top two wrestlers from each block are going to advance to an elimination phase of quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. So it's like,
Yep.
literally like some World Cup shit out here.
Yeah, it's group play. Like, so basically, so yeah, it's block. So top two winners from each block, or top most points in each block, and whatever tiebreaker settles it or whatever else, advance to effectively a quarterfinal where um, the winner from block, or the one seed from block A and the two seed from block A get paired off with the ones and twos from other blocks or whatever else. And out of those four matches, then you'll actually have your semifinalists, and then you'll get your final four to the tournament after that.
Gotcha. I think my whole audio is different now because we talked about a G1 when the blocks got released, or like when the
Right, we
participants
didn't know
got
that.
released and we didn't know.
Yeah.
So I don't think I have Kaito Kiyomiya going to the finals anymore. I don't think so,
Mm,
but I don't know. Um, yeah, so let's go to the A block. The A block is basically Sonata and the Jits. So we got
basically, yeah.
IWGP champion Sonata, Chase Owens, Hikuleo, Ren Narita, Shota Umino, Yota Tsuji, Gabe Kidd, and Kaito Kiyomiya from Pro Wrestling Noah. This is going to be a bunch of young dudes scrapping, so we're going to get a look at the new hierarchy, the new Three Musketeers. A look at where they kind of see them, right now. We're gonna get to see them all against Sonata. They're looking like they're protecting a lot of the Sonata matches. Put all the young dudes in here.
Smart.
Also, Gabe Kidd, another
Yeah.
kind of young guy. Kaito Kiyomiya gets in there with IWGP champion, gets a match with him, and I think my top two out of this block are going to be Sonata and Kaito Kiyomiya.
Same.
Aside
Yeah, I
from
mean,
that,
because I just feel like they have to get to the Okada and Kiyomiya match again.
yeah,
That's kind of how I feel about it.
like and they can do that even in like a quarterfinal or a semifinal or something. So
Right.
and
Right.
still kind of put through who they want to for the finals. I'd probably do it in the quarterfinals or something. So um interested to see what Ren Narita does, because I think Shota is like really good, and I think Suji's like really got everyone's attention right now, and it's like don't get left behind. Don't be out here just looking like the Shibata clone, and and fuck around being mid Carter. So
Yeah. I mean, because look, first night, opening night, it's is Ren versus Shota, and then like also because they're starting off with all with three A block matches and three B block matches, and like also on that is that they're marqueing is like Suji versus Kiyomiya. And they've already done the Suji showing up to Noah shows and sitting in the crowd and all that kind of stuff, or sitting at ringside watching Kiyomiya. So like that's got some juice to it. So like I feel like they're starting off on the right foot, saying like we're gonna put these guys in here and they're gonna go at it. So actually no, it's not just 6 matches, 8 matches. So it's like the whole A block, whole B block, and it's gonna be fun. Like I really want to see what Suji can do with like someone like Kiyomiya after that story. So like, or getting to that little simple story, but like just the intrigue of like, what can this actually be for Kiyomiya? Like, what can this actually be for Suji wrestling the rest of these young guys? Like, are they actually really going to do what we think they can do? Are they actually all going to just go nuts? Or is it going to be a situation where like we get kind of disappointed, that sort of thing?
Mm-hmm.
I'm interested. Like, this is going to be the litmus test. We're starting off night 1.
Zach says waiting for that Gato rug pull on Kaito.
I mean, when you say him getting his ass beat by Okada, be the
that was pretty bad.
Yeah.
B block, Kazuchika Okada, Zach Porter's favorite wrestler. Yoshihashi, Taichi, Kenta, Great Okan, Will Ospreay, Tangaloa, and El Phantasmo. This feels pretty obvious. Kazuchika Okada and Will Ospreay. So they're gonna have a great match in the B block. Can't wait for that. Aside from that,
don't you feel like that's one of those matches is like, that's 20 minute. I mean, that's definitely 20-minute time limit draw. Like that's.
Yeah, I think you got to do a 20-minute draw with them. At this
you got to save that. You got to save
because
that.
It's
like you can't because you can't be having Ospreay lose to him again at this point. And it definitely in the middle of block play is when you haven't finally beat him clean. Like that's definitely a time limit draw and perfectly fine. Like just go in there, have your. Trying to get 5 stars in 20 minutes. Get the fuck out of there.
Will Ospreay and Great Okan, both in the same unit, and they'll be going at it. That might be pretty interesting. El Phantasmo and Will Ospreay usually have good matches. I remember last year they kind of had this match where it was kind of like a flash finish. So eager to see them hook it back up. Yoshihashi ain't no bitch, so he's gonna probably come, to do his thing. Him and Okada are in the same unit. Taichi and Ospreay, they were going at it earlier this year.
Yeah.
I'm
interested to see like the Kenta and Okada thing. Like, can we get one match out of Kenta in this block? Obviously, we'll get the Ospreay match, but like, can we get the Okada match too? Can we get something out of this dude, or is he just flat out just like, nah, man, I'm just waiting to get back to Budokan Hall on the green mat. That's all I'm waiting for.
Wait till we get this Kenta Tangaloa match. That's second on the show. My God, Zach Porter, go Bill, unbelievable. This is. Say it, James.
An unbelievable hater. Just an unbelievable hater.
I have screen capped Zach Porter saying "Go Bill," and I'm going to send that to the group chat.
Oh man!
Actually, before I do that, I got an idea.
Go Bill.
Unbelievable.
I couldn't imagine being that big of a hater about anything. I just couldn't. Like this man just just on the fly. I will just adjust my morals just so I can hate on Okada because I have an inferiority complex for my favorite wrestler. It's real nasty, man. It's real nasty.
Got this forever now.
Go Bill. Yep, it's there. Yep, save. I'm saving that one too. It's only a matter of time before he turns on him too, especially if he beats that man again in the G1. If Bill beats Naito in the G1 final, that shit going up in smoke immediately.
Sick. Absolutely sick. Bill gotta go send that man to be a father. Black Sabre Jr. I respect that level of hating. Jesus Christ. Real sickos in the building. I see.
Yeah. I see it.
As a man that may have hated a time or two in my life, Jesus, have
Hey
some
man,
shame, fellas.
look, at least look. At least they ain't shameless about it. At least they're not be like, well, I'm not really. No, they know exactly what the fuck they doing. They don't care, right? Like, they're not trying to cop no pleas. They be like, I am. I am a hater.
I
I'm okay
am.
with that. I get up in the morning, look in the mirror. I'm okay with what I see. Like that's how they get down. Good for them. Good for them. A lot of people don't like what they see in the mirror. They okay with it. I respect it.
Let the hate flow. You know.
Yeah.
C block. David Finley, Tomohiro Ishii, Evil, Tangaloa, Shingo Takagi, Aaron Hanare, Eddie Kingston, and Mikey Nichols. I think when Tomohiro Ishii, Kingston wrestles Shingo and Ishii, I think we're gonna be in good standing.
Yep.
Everywhere else, I'm nervous. As far as first time matches,
I trust Finley. I personally trust Finley, but obviously, this Bullet Clubbery kind of stuff. But still, I still trust him. As for me, obviously, I feel like Shingo's a lot to get through this block, but I think the real question is like, all right, who goes through? Does Tama go through, or does Finley go through? Because I don't think Evil's going through.
I'm gonna go David Finley.
I think they need to go with Finley.
I'm tempted to go Eddie Kingston because he has a strong title now, but I think he may be in here to facilitate like somebody being a challenger that beats him in this block. I just don't know who it is. Could be Ishii, could be Tama Tonga.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Latta the strong champion this time last year during the Grand Prix G1?
I do not remember.
Okay. Well, I don't think anybody that was a strong person except for like Bronson Reed really did all that well in the in the G1 this last year. So I don't know if they actually care about that. Felt like that. That's kind of where I'm at. Obviously, he's gonna have some protection because he's an AEW guy more than a regular strong person would.
Fred Rosser was a strong champ. Black Sabre Jr. says.
Okay, so he wasn't even brought over. Never mind.
Gotcha.
Never mind. Yeah, they changed that belt later then. Okay, so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Kingston, made it, but like I feel like Shingo's a lock, and then from there they'll figure it out. But if it were me, Kingston's not gonna be around that long. You can come up with something to get him out of there, and I will go with Finley. But if it's a situation where like he has to make it through the block, block play, or they wouldn't have got him, then fine, put him through. And look, you ain't gonna have me say I don't want any more Eddie Kingston matches. Just come through, have the matches I want them to have to be great, and then like get back in time for AEW. That's really my concern is.
I think Shingo and Finley are moving on, but I also will take Eddie Kingston. So D block, no Jadakiss, no Sheik, no Styles, no J Hood. Hiroshi Tanahashi, Tetsuya Naito, Hiroki Goto, Zack Sabre Jr., Toru Yano, Jeff Cobb, Shane Haste, and Alex Coughlin. And I don't know if this is a hot take or anything, but Hiroshi Tanahashi is not making it out of group play.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't made it out of group play since like 2019.
I think I've got Naito and Sabre moving through this.
I feel like those are the two locks. I feel like those are locks just as much as like Okada and Ospreay are, especially given last year when they were all in the same block and it went down to the final night and Naito got Sabre and all that kind of stuff, and Sabre blew the lead. That's gonna come into play as well as far as their interactions. So I feel like those are the two guys. To win that block.
Unless the game has finally come to him. Unless it is Hiroki Goto's time.
Go ahead, Rich.
The G in G1 stands for Goto.
I will say, seeing so many of the people from I think it was last year's C Block back together, I'm glad that like that core is kind of back because I enjoyed like a lot of the Tanahashi, Sabre, Naito, and Goto stuff. So yeah, like just if they could give me back what they gave me last year again, because there's ain't no guarantee given where we are with Tanahashi, I'll be more than happy because I was super happy last year.
Interested to see what Alex Coughlin does because he's part of that Bullet Club War Dogs unit, and
Yeah.
He's the only other one that made it besides Finley, I believe, unless I am
Is
missing
Gabe Kidd in?
somebody.
He's not in, is he?
Gabe Kidd actually is in it. My bad.
Okay.
A Block. He is. But yeah, I'm pretty interested in all the younger guys that are getting in here for the first time.
Yeah.
That are gonna try to prove something. So, yeah, this should be pretty good. So I think we're looking at Naito Saber in that D Block, Shingo and Finley, Okada, Will Ospreay, Sonata, and Kiyomiya for me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and I don't know, what will be matched up where
Right.
from there. So
Right. Yeah. I mean, from there, I guess you kind of pick winners. I think for me, it's still Naito. Like, I don't think they're taking a belt off of Sonata in the back half of the year at a place where they could do it. So I think he's taken all the way to the Dome, and I think he was going to take it to the Dome. The only person that it would make sense for him to be at the top of the card with in Tokyo Dome is Tetsuya Naito, and Naito gets his chance with that belt. So
he can finally do his roll call. Good God.
I didn't think about that. Look, we can just have Kenta come back out and fuck that up too.
No,
Yeah.
because then we'll have to hear it again. We'll have to, like 2 years from now, people will bring this up. Like, oh, he's got to do that golden roll call with all the Lij.
Bro, I don't even want to hear that.
I don't give a fuck.
Rich, I don't even want to hear that no more. Evil is no longer in Lij. Neither is Sonata. That shit's over. It's over. It's over. Like, who is he doing it for? He doing it for Hiromu and Bushi?
I care less about that than I care about mid-2000s Ring of Honor.
What a transition. I guess that's how we transition.